Mm, 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 mm. Hey, Bay Squad. Listen, Linda. Baby, we be having grown woman talks. We be having grown women talks, honey. Listen, babes. If y'all are not getting yourself together during this witching season, I don't know what to tell you. I think y'all rely heavily on content creators to give y'all the answer, and I feel like I've been telling y'all for a really long time that y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it is. I told y'all witching season was here earlier than expected. The spooky hours have just begun. Are y'all not paying attention to what's happening? Baby, you got the girls dragging Charlie Kirk's widow. There's in-house fighting. And we're just spectators. This is why they're trying to get rid of the internet. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Look, get the likes up. Like this video, Base Squad. Share this video. We gotta talk about it because the girls are standing in their truth. If you don't face the reality of the things that you have allowed to manifest and grow and fester in your life, it's going to curse you. Y'all don't listen to nothing. I am telling y'all. You need to be honest with yourself. Stop lying to the people because the people are not buying, they're not subscribing. This is why certain people are being treated the way that they're treated. And I realized that when I saw New York went up for Cardi B. Baby, the blessings have been coming down. The blessings have been coming down. Do y'all see who's being blessed and who's being cursed? And don't come on here and talk about some, oh, you just want to. No. If you want to be in your slowness, so be it. I pray the best for you. But the rest of us, we are getting our things together because we see the writing on the wall. We see the writing on the wall. Do y'all not see the writing? It's clear as day. It's clear as day. Baby, when the Vatican shows us, because they do this every year, but they never showed us. When the Vatican showed us all those entertainers that were over there getting their blessings, the Vatican showed us on live television all the people coming over there to get their blessings. Baby. baby, the girlies. The girlies who get it. The rest of y'all just, I'll see you next lifetime. Oh yeah, baby. This is why they want to get rid of the internet. This is why they want to get rid of the internet. Because it used to be a time where it took a long time for the message to get out. It took months, it took weeks, it took years. Now y'all are getting it like this. This is why they said, oh no. Nope, 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 no. Please like this video, Base Squad. Like this video, like this video, like this video. Like it now, don't like it later. Don't like it later. I'm waiting for my stuff to load. Oh my goodness. We are growing in the Base Squad. If you're not in the Base Squad chat, then where you at? Then where you at? Bark like you want it. Bark like you want it. But hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl Brooke Rock going live with the Bree Talk and Bay Squad. We have to talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my faith the vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen. How you can like this video if you don't have that capability is by hitting those three dots right there, thumbsing up the video or thumbsing it down. How you can engage with this video is by hitting those three dots right there. That's how you can subscribe to the channel. That's how you can send a donation. And let's get into the mess. So happy Sunday fun day. It is football Sunday, so I'm not going to take up too much of y'all time. But we have to talk about the things that the girlies, when I say the girlies, people who are in positions of power that outdo me, right? So we're going to be talking about Erika Kirk being dragged. We got to talk about JT with her statement. I told y'all JT was being dog walked by Nicki Minaj, and y'all didn't want to listen to me because y'all are so consumed with thinking people are lying, but the station heads are there. We're going to be talking about Ice Spice still winning. Ice Spice literally won. So it is what it is. And Clipse at the Vatican show. Baby, they went over there for those prayers, okay? We gotta start with the Vatican. So y'all know every year, well, some of y'all do not know unless you're in Europe. So over at the Vatican, they do something every year, which is a huge performance, sending out the blessings above, right? Paying homage to the patron saints. Baby, Pharrell was over there. Carol G was over there. The Who's Who's, they had the opera singer. They had Clipse, who is the first rapper, because it's going around. It's going around. I want to pull it up. Clipse is the very first rap group publicly to be at a Vatican show. Let me see. Clipse. The independent rap duo, okay? Hip hop duo. Hey Meezy, what's going on? Please, no spamming in the chat. Hey Age, yes. Let Cardi have her thing. She's putting in the work, and I'm definitely not mad at her. What is going on? Hey Blissfully Mimi, what is going on? Hey Boo, hello. Shout out to all the international and domestic bays. So I'm going to pull up this article really fast, right? I want y'all to listen to what I say. Listen to what's being put out here, okay? Don't. We're reading it straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. Clipse played Vatican City on Disney Plus. The Grace for the World concert was held tonight in Vatican City. The free event had performances from Pharrell, Jennifer Hudson, Carol G, John Legend, Teddy Swims, Jelly Roll, Voices of Fire, and Clipse. I'm going to repeat those names for you again. Look who went over there to go get their blessings. Pharrell, Jennifer Hudson, Carol G, John Legend, Teddy Swims, Jelly Roll, Voices of Fire, and Clipse. It was the first concert ever held in St. Pete Square. Malice and Pusha T performed their Birds Don't Sing from their recent reunion album, Let God Sort Them Out, with John Legend and Voices of Fire. The event streamed on Disney's channel, Disney Plus, Hulu, and ABC Live about the show. Pharrell said this is a rare cultural moment where the world stops and collectively tunes in. It is a message of unity and grace for all of humanity. Yesterday, he said, Voices of Fire shared a new album called Orphanum. For Clipse, this is a good chance for them to get rid of the demonic energy of the La Boo Boo they encountered in July. Do y'all understand? Baby, this is straight from the people. They went over there to get them blessings. They went over there to get them blessings because you know who goes to the Vatican every year? Drake. Moving right along. Moving right along. You see that? They wrote it in there. See, sometimes people slip up and tell you too much information. That's why I say I gotta share this with the Bay Squad, because I told y'all we are in the witching season. We are in the witching season. Moving right along. Shall we? Because I'm saving JT and Ice Spice last. Let's get into our beautiful widow, Erika Kirk, which is Charlie Kirk's widow. So if you're a member in the membership, you've seen what I said about Miss Erika Kirk yesterday. Y'all saw it. We talked about it. I showed y'all the proof and the evidence of everything that is going on, how I felt about it, my thoughts, and put it straight into the membership. I want y'all to understand, Charlie Kirk stood for freedom of speech. They are actively, and when I say they, I'm talking about people in positions of political power, are actively working to remove people, find them, dox them, so that they can get them fired for not agreeing, not mourning Charlie Kirk in the manner that they feel is present. Baby, Stacey Dash crawled up out of the hole she was in to come and give her thoughts. Again, we do not care. We know a puppet when we see one. Okay? This woman's claim to fame is clueless. And she said her ex-husband was part of the isms and she was losing out on all this money and all of a sudden she's been taken care of. She's not displaced, nothing. She's not homeless, nothing. So I can't listen to somebody like Stacey Dash. I know where she's coming out here saying y'all are mocking this man's stuff and all this other stuff. Are you talking about white America? Because again, they won't put a name on it. They can't put a name on it. You know why? Because it's on white crowd. Y'all not ready to have that conversation though, which led to when everybody seen Erika Kirk's statement and stance. Baby, the way white America is dog walking her, the only people who are standing beside her are what they claim to be MAGA. Now, I don't know, but I do know this. I find it funny that they, and when I say find it funny, I'm just saying the irony. They are out here dragging this white woman in her time of need and despair. So much so that Elon Musk said her children need to become orphans. Do y'all know what that means? Elon Musk said that she too is a pawn and the children would do well in amongst a beautiful foster family that could take great care of them. He said that by retweeting. Baby, do y'all see what's happening? Yeah, but y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen unless somebody who look nothing like me say it. So don't worry. I got something for y'all. I got a little something for you. I got a little something for you, baby. It is crazy. It is crazy right now. It is the spooky hours have begun. The spooky hours have begun. I never would have thought we would be here, but we is here. We is here. Everybody else is acting like they can't see, they don't know. Can we get 80 more likes, please? And thank you, Bay Squad. Can we get the likes up? Don't just talk, interact as well. Don't just talk, interact as well.
To spin this.
All right.
No way for Republicans to spin this one. This is white on whiter crime and red on redder crime, and all my videos are getting removed because of this, but our side doesn't need a distraction from the Epstein book. We don't need a distraction from the fact that Charlie Kirk is switching his stance on Israel and Trump. And this isn't us, this is Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson saying it, so you guys are freaking the out, and I get it. Kush Patel got in trouble yesterday for saying too much, and Utah's governor said the quiet part out loud when he said, I hoped he was one of us. I forgot about his I'm friends with Charlie Kirk script yesterday, proving that Candace Owens was right, and she said more on live stream than anybody yesterday, and I'm honestly a little worried for her. But Republicans don't watch her because, you know, they don't like black. You know what I mean? Republicans that don't follow the news aren't even thinking twice about the fact that Trump and Netanyahu are doing press tours over this in order to control the narrative. What? Republicans are froze right now across the country. They're just hoping for a different motive. They're hoping that Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson are wrong. And they don't even know that the Jerusalem Post was the first news outlet to post about this. They wouldn't even care either. I mean, yesterday it went from being a trans Muslim black terrorist to another suburban kid with a future and a family. You see how fast that turns? And again, we can't say he was militarized by his nation and his church's concealed history, right? We can't say that's what's happening to all the people that look like me. Whether that's the church's endless need for sacrifices, our political movement's endless need for martyrs, or our military's endless need for forever wars, right? And we definitely can't say all three have used poor white kids for centuries to keep colonialism in a never-ending industrial revolution that's climaxed in an uncanny obsession with glamorizing war for kids in Marvel movies and glamorizing our colonial-era racism and misogyny in horror movies for adults. I do white kids who grow up in Republican pro-gun households households have to take their, dad's gun out all the time and shoot it at strangers. Because again, this is a completely us issue. This is not controversial to say. Does that have anything to do with the fact that all the HBCUs were shut down yesterday? Even NYU over threats to black students. Do you know why? Charlie supporters were accusing black people of the murder because Charlie said black people were better off under slavery and black women didn't have enough brain processing power to be taken seriously. So they naturally thought that it was them, right? His overt hatred for black people made them the threat even after he died. Can you imagine the privilege and power needed for that to happen? It almost proves that none of this is political, right? This is one giant race class war. We can have one moment of honesty on these apps before they're gone. That's why we don't care about the 18,000 other gun deaths that happen in America. That's why we don't care about the 300 bullets that were shot at one 6-year-old in the Middle East. If we can just please be honest, right? It takes one bullet in the first world to get Dean Withers in good trouble, to cry on live.
It's a lot. You know what I found even more alarming than that? The fact that Elon said that her children should be orphans. Nobody batted an eye. Nobody said, whoa. Elon. What I found funny was that Israel, and this is what I heard over there at the Candy Cane pod. I told y'all, if you let people talk long enough, they will slip up and talk too much. This is how I know they were friends. Israel offered Charlie a check, and he turned it down. The good Christian white women are dragging Charlie Kirk's widow for not crying real tears. They said it was inauthentic. It was weird. They said, what's going on? How can you, as a woman with 2 children, 210 not have something powerful to say? They say you're not doing enough. I already told y'all what I thought that thing was in the membership, because when I sat back and I said, 2 plus 2 equals 4. How are we getting 56? It just was amazing to me, but that's just my take. That's just my take. What are my thoughts? But are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Put a 1 in the chat if you are. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not. Put a 1 in the chat if you are. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not. Because, baby, it has begun. The witching hours have begun. Our beloved president said, yeah, we're moving past that. We are building a ballroom for the White House. If that don't tell you going on and where they stand, I don't know what else to say. I said, hold on, let me find Erika's post. And this is what caused Elon to say those nasty things. Elon, who's been kicked out, he's kicked out the club. Y'all know him and him and Donald Trump are no longer friends. Did they delete her her thing? I hate when I gotta look for somebody and I can't find her. Hold on, we're gonna find it. Because the girlies was going off. They said, what in the hell? They were dragging this beautiful widow. They were dragging this beautiful widow. Because I said, not they dragging the widow. I ain't never seen that in all my years of being an American. Proud to be in America. I've never seen them drag the widow like that. Okay. Normally, they do it to us. I've never, I'm talking about never seen them do it to them. This is crazy. Bitch, you can never ever. If I misspelled her name, I'm going to fix it, because I've seen it spelled 2 different ways. They got Miss Thing Thing shadow banned. Hold on, we loading it. They got her shadow banned. Baby, you know that's crazy. Shadow banned. Her mantra is steadfast in faith. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. Let me show you something. Didn't I tell y'all? I noticed that it wasn't a press conference. Didn't I say that yesterday? I'm gonna show it to y'all one more time. Oh, she took it down. She took down her message to her husband. She took it down, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can find it on Twitter. Jesus. I told y'all this was the post. This was the post that had the people not feeling it because she did it at the house. I said, I've never seen somebody just. They're trying to be like, oh, the left is so trash. The left is doing that. No. You can't blame the left because one of your own did this to you, did this to your people because he wasn't racist enough. Ain't that crazy? Child, this is why you gotta just stand on your beliefs. You cannot get tied in because the moment you don't do what they like, they get rid of you. Here it is. Here it is. I hope it's still on Twitter. I'm loading it now. Oh, I love you. I love you. I know. I love you. I love you. I love you. God bless you. They were dragging her because of this. Y'all see this? She no longer has it up on her page. And 8,000 people put it in there. In her first social media post, Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, posts video and photos from the last 48 hours, and she adds, they had no idea what they just ignited within this wife. If they thought my husband's mission was big now, you have no idea. You, all of you, will never, ever forget my husband, Charlie Kirk. I'll make sure of it. Baby, they are eating her up in the comments. They are eating her up in the comments. And you know what's crazy? I'm just here like, what is happening? Oh, no, she does. She do have it on social media. She does. She said the world is evil, but our Savior, our Lord, our God, He is so good. I will never have the words ever. The sound of this widow weeping echoes throughout the world like a battle cry. I have no idea what any of this means, but baby, I know you do, and so does our Lord. You see how they be weaponizing religion? They have no idea what they just ignited within this wife. If they thought my husband's mission was big now, you have no idea. You, all of you, will never, ever forget my husband at Charlie Kirk. I'll make sure of it. Rest in the arms of our Lord, baby, as he blankets you with the words I know your heart always strive to hear. Well done, my good and faithful servant. That is crazy. Hold on one second. That is crazy. So can I even get mad at that? No. I'm just sitting here like, what? And then, is that a presidential honors? I don't know. He got presidential honors. He did. Wow. 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 He did. Wow. Wow. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That is crazy. Kudos to her. I guess you have to be on the right to get that. I've never seen presidential honors for someone who is not a politician or some type of president. That is news to me. Well, so be it. And the girlies are eating her up. They are dragging her on TikTok. They're dragging everybody else. And Donald Trump said, "Look, I'm over this. Stop talking about it." So there you have it. I wonder are the people going to harass Elon Musk? Because I've seen politicians say that they were going to work hard to silence those who are not upholding the legacy of this man. And I'm just like, these are the same people who call Michelle Obama a man. But what do I know? Moving right along. He helped so many of these young people find God. Yeah, and you get presidential honors for that? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's the picking and choosing, but sure, sure. There's a lot of people who get people to turn to God. Are they going to get the presidential honors, the flag flown half mast? I don't think so. I don't think so. And you can clearly tell there's some truth into what Candace and Tucker Carlson are saying because Donald Trump nor Melania were there. It was just JD Vance and his wife. That is nasty work, baby. See, this is why never go too hard for a job that don't care about you. Moving right along, let's get into JT speaking about how the world treated her, i.e. the Barbs. The Barbs. And I loved the Amazing Lucas's his message. Baby, the hate over healing. Ooh. I know why you put that video in members only. It was so good. It was so good, y'all. It is white on white crime. The white folk are fighting amongst each other. It's so unfortunate. I thought we were gonna have unity and peace. They said the peace. And they've been dog walking each other. I told y'all MAGA was divided yesterday. So let's get into what JT had to say because everybody, and I mean everybody's seen Cardi out here working. Everybody's seen Cardi B out there working. I'm talking about everybody. It was deep. Let me see if I can find the post where Belcanana was at the bodega. Y'all told her to go to the bodega. CB, you should have went to the bodega, mamas. You should have went to the bodegas because now look at you. Now look at you. It's so unfortunate because you have an album to sell. I'm sure the good Bostonians want to see you, hear you. You've been working really hard. I'm sure you're a better rapper than Belcanana, but I didn't see the love. Like, it was nasty work. Let's get into it. So she was in New York.
So the point of the pop-up today was for people to get these QR codes right here to save $5 off my store. However, it turned into a goddamn party. So let's try this again. If you go now to my store, store.cardib.com, and you type in 1-800-DRAMA, you could save $5. Only $5 though. I cannot discount anything more because next month is my birthday. Birthday. There's a leakage in my roof. You know what I'm saying? There's a leakage in my roof and I gotta fix that. So I only got like 2 weeks to fix it or stuff. But then like, you know what I'm saying? And then like on top of that, like it's like I'm in the negative right now with Atlantic. I owe them, you know, like about $46 million. So far I paid them like $50,000. And I gotta recoup that all back. So I can't really like give you that many discounts. But if you go to my store right now, you can save $5. Hey guys, so the point.
I'm not trying to have her booty shaking.
Señores, eso es ahora mismo en vivo. Ahí está Cardi B. De un show. Tengo ahí contenido.
Y'all see them people? Baby, that's not AI. That's not AI. She couldn't even believe. She thought because she been buying into, and I was part of the people who was hard on her because, listen, I'm hard on everybody. I'm hard on everybody. But she proved me wrong. She out there twerking in the streets with her people. They playing music. That's why I had to turn the sound off. She out there having a good time. She was holding somebody's baby. The baby getting the blessings. The baby, that wasn't even her baby. Somebody was like, Cardi B, Cardi B, Cardi B. She was holding the baby. I was like, is that Blossom? No, that's somebody else's baby. That's somebody else's baby. Baby, they is out in the streets. I told y'all the people was outside. Let me... She was taking their phones and recording. Can you imagine if you a fiend?
That pop-up was insane. I think we underestimated that pop-up, but that pop-up mean a lot to me because it's like, I always tell you guys this, Washington Heights is like my second hood. I used to walk the bridge from High Bridge, the 155th Bridge, all the way over here. I always told you that I used to live on 157 in Broadway, and my grandma, she's from like down the block, for real. So, you know, like, I'm not from like the Heights from like como la 181, la 185, yo soy como más downwards. So for me to see so many people pop up for me in the blocks that I will walk up and down with me and one of my best friends, Dialis, and my sister Hennessy and stuff like that, it means a lot to me, like more than you guys could ever imagine. And even though it was like 18 years ago, 15 years ago, it just feels like yesterday, and I just can't believe that all these people pop up for me. Like, es una bendición de Dios. It's really like a blessing.
She's taking pictures with their phone. It was deep. New York showed their ass, okay?
Señores, eso es ahora mismo en vivo.
That is insane.
I'm telling you, it's like a blessing. Washington Heights is like a very underestimated hood when it comes like to New York City, because everybody always talk about Brooklyn, the Bronx, and everything. But I had the best times of my life, my teenage years, and like when I was young, and I used to link up with my cousins out here, and I used to go to hooky parties and Dykeman. So, anyways, it's just such a good feeling. Like, it's like, especially for my daughter to see this, and I'm very grateful. Like, this is Jesus Christ. Like, so many people popping up for me, and I used to walk them blocks high as hell, smoking weed, broke as fuck, trying to be cute, impressing these older niggas. Like, una felicidad. I'm just very thankful, very grateful. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for real. Like, only God did this for me. Only Jesus Christ. Only Jesus Christ.
Look, I can't even be mad at it because I was like, I said, who they outside for? I said, if I seen it, or the other girlie saw it, we get a message from JT. She said, y'all hated on me badly. Like, I know y'all think it was easy, but I was fighting for my life last year. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the bops, but my peace comes first. Capitalized. I'll be back soon on a whole different wave. I'm sorry. I said this last year when I talked about Nicki Minaj dog walking JT, and a lot of people was like, you're just so mad because of da-da-da. No, the proof is in the pudding. Y'all didn't like any of them hoes that Nicki Minaj has worked with, and it shows. Everybody who severed ties with Nicki is flourishing, whether it's in their endorsements, whether it's in their branding, whether it's in their musicality, whether it's in something, right? From the Megan Thee Stallion to the Icy Spicy. And that's why I have Ice Spice. Because y'all like to get up on Beyonce's internet day after day after day talking about, oh, she can't rap, she can't do this. I can't tell because the queen of rap wanted her. So much so she went and linked with 50 Cent. Where is Hev Hollywood when we talk about this hip-hop female rap-ish? Where are you? They linked up to try to strong arm Ice Spice into signing with Heavy on it. All that from the Cleopatra, everything. And Cleopatra's karma came back. Cleopatra was like, oh, she's a colorist. She's just to let that Mexican rapper say, I'ma say nigga, and who gonna tell me not to? And y'all dropped her like a bad habit. Baby, y'all don't know what y'all want, and this is why. This is why people are looking at the JTs, because y'all are like, Cardi B stole JT's thing. Stole what? Going old school, going door to door, boot the ground. That is old school. That is how black entertainers had to get the message out. If you watch any of the biographies, biopics, classics, from the Ray Charles to the Quincy Jones, to everybody else who was on the chitlin circuit, who had to do Christian music first and then transcended into the pop lane, the Sam Cooks and them, you know they had to go from small town to small town to small town to grow an audience for the white kids that was sneaking into the backwoods with the niggers. That's how it got hot. Because they was singing the tune. Hence why they was like, I bet JT was going through a lot. Because when I went and looked at JT's thing, her and Young Miami made up. Her and Young Miami made up because Young Miami told the truth. I knew it. I knew it. Something in my spirit just was like, Young Miami cannot be a hater. Like, why would she be a hater of JT? She was out here telling the world to love on JT. She even told Drake to put money on JT's books, and he did. Like, what is happening? What is happening? Like, in between Young Miami working, doing the city girl, she would go and see JT at the federal penitentiary. And y'all said Young Miami was the problem. She wasn't the problem. The problem was QC and Coach K. They the problem. We see they the problem because what Young Thug said still stands. So I feel bad for JT. She did not get a fair shake. And I said it. I said she needs to tap into her own originality. She is a Florida girl. She keeps telling y'all she's seeing all these signs and symbols about Florida, Florida this, Florida that. Tap in. That is the blessings of God. They are telling you to tap in to your roots so you can flourish. I told y'all, I feel like she is scared because JT can really rap like that. I think she is a strong rapper. I think she could give a lot of these hoes a run for their money, including Nicki Minaj. But y'all don't want to hear that because y'all are so gung-ho on this other thing. No. See, if you see it, the other girls who are out rapping Nicki, they are showing y'all. Ice Spice literally did an interview saying that I'm so mad I allowed y'all to believe that I couldn't rap because she watched Lotto. She watched Lotto on her own song. God don't bless no mess, but y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to come to me because y'all don't like certain things and be like, oh, God this, God that. Satan know the Bible too. And he knows the Lord. What does that mean? See, that's how I know y'all don't be in y'all good book. Y'all just believe because somebody's toting around that good book and quoting scripture. Y'all be like, oh, they such a good Christian. That's the new dog whistle for they on the side of right. I can't tell. You cannot be on the side of right. You cannot be out here spewing hate and preaching the word. It don't work like that. Because let me tell you something. That book of spells will get you every time. For the girlies that get it, get it. Hence why those are at the Vatican. Was over there doing that free concert that was televised to the world. Y'all don't see what's going on. Y'all don't see what's at play. But y'all keep thinking, oh, this and that. Y'all have no clue. Y'all have no clue. People out here taking money. They out here being industry pawns and celebrity flunkies. I could never be a celebrity flunky. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough money. You see those who were like, you know what, it's time to tap in. And then you see everybody else. If you don't kill yourself from them demons, and I'm so happy JT did this because JT about to be blessed. She told y'all I had a hard year. Y'all didn't give a fuck about JT. Y'all claim y'all was not buying nothing she had going on. Nothing. Anybody gives a little bit of praise to certain individuals, all of a sudden, I would love to see them on a song together. What? What? The girls are showing y'all we no longer need to do any of this stuff. For what? For what? And this is why I said, I was like, look, the saddest thing you could be right now is on the wrong side. I made a post because I can see it clear as day. The signs are all pointing back to you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, it will eat you up. She said, y'all hated on me badly. Who do you think the y'all is? That's just not just Barty. That's just not Barty. But well, let's play. Like, I know y'all think it's easy, but I was fighting for my life last year. She was. And I do believe Cardi B was telling the truth about her and JT's interaction. You flipped and now you want to be a lap dog. That shit was crazy. I was entertained. But sometimes you got to see everything play out because we don't have all the puzzle pieces. That's why I say when I see things for what it is, if you don't post a receipt, I automatically think you lying. I automatically think you lying because for the longest, I was going up for certain individuals. And it's coming out every other day that they did not do the work. Can we get 80 more likes? I said, stop running from your issues. Otherwise, you will enter this next season poisonous and damage your fruits of labor. Witching season has been here. How you move will determine your curses or blessings. We see rappers going to the Vatican. We see people going back to their hometown to get that love from the tethering of where they began. We see the girls admitting, you know what? It just wasn't, it wasn't all it cracked up to be. We see girls coming together. And y'all don't see the writing on the wall yet? It's getting real out here. It's getting real out. It's getting so real. People have to eat their words. Elliot Wilson ate his words. Because I forget the DJ's name. He said, no, you said Cardi B was lazy. And look at her doing the work. And what did Elliot Wilson say? I got to apologize. I didn't think she was going to do her promo like this. She's really about to break numbers. Anybody's with eyes can see. She's being funny. Atlantic told y'all are some liars. They probably wasn't lying. They probably thought about dropping her. But they said, no, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Y'all see what's happening. Kelly Clarkson's husband, her ex-husband, who treated her poorly, died out of nowhere. Nothing, out of nothing. They didn't even know what was going on. Just nowhere, thin air. White people and the black people get me. It is no longer white versus black, baby. It's spiritual versus real life. And a lot of demons are fighting to hold on. Fighting to hold on. There's a lot going on. Y'all not paying attention. We saw in real time Tyler Robinson running from the event, but they can't tell y'all where these missing kids is at. All this CTV, and I told y'all that. I said it's everywhere. It's everywhere. The Patriots Act allowed that to happen. It is everywhere, but they can't tell you, and they can show you in dark time. That's how we found out that girl, Carly Russell, was lying. Because we saw her in the dark, just walk off somewhere. We was like, what? What is happening with the CTV? Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game. There's a reason Candy Girl is getting real active. She's out here speaking out. There's a reason certain podcasters is changing their tune. All of a sudden, Joe Budden is loving what's going on. Child, please. Child, please. Cardi B is out here going to mainstream media. She has not sat down with none of these hip-hoppers yet. Which hip-hopper has she sat down with? Funkmaster Flex said, I don't care what you say. He said, a lot of y'all are paid in bop. I believe that. I truly believe that. I think he's a hater too. But y'all know how Funk Flex gets down. Y'all know how he acts and whatnot. I don't think he really do interviews like that. I can't remember a Funk Master Flex interview. I don't know. So yeah. When you peel back the onion, the girls gotta do the work. Otherwise, they're gonna fail. Otherwise, they're gonna fail. There's some ish that came out with Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro. Milagro got Civil caught up. Terrence Civil is tied to who? Y'all keep thinking this is just the, oh, it's this, it's that. If Nicki Minaj, and I'm gonna say this right here, if Nicki Minaj is tied to any of that Milagros Grams BS, she's over. She's over and done with. She is over and done with. There is no way she can come back from that. There's no way she can come back from that. Because she's going to look like the old bitch in the club hating. And that's sad. Because Foxy Brown, because y'all was dogging out Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown drew the line in the sand when she posted the flowers and said, thank you, Des Perez and Jay-Z. It wasn't even the fact that it was Jay-Z. It was the fact that she added Desiree Perez. Thank you, Desiree Perez. I said, oh. They saying Foxy Brown is plus size. That's why she in hiding. I don't know. I'm not in New York. But that's what they said. They said she plus size now. I don't know. What I do know is this. There's a reason Megan asked for Milagro to be disposed one more time. They saw something. Megan is a very, very calculated girl. She's not doing anything unless she knows what's going on. I think people underestimated her because she was in a period of mourning, and they felt like because she liked to drink her problems away, that she would fold. And we're starting to see it's getting real spooky out here. This is why you got to heal those demons before them demons take over you. And the demons is going to take over you. They going to take over you. That's why they dog walking Erika right now. When normally America is on the side of the rich white woman, they is dog walking her. They are rejecting it, which means they saw the demon. I ain't never seen people change so fast. It's because they seen that demon. Same with JT. JT saw something for her to be so honest and vocal out of nowhere. Who asked for her to do that? She seen the same public love Cardi B was getting like the rest of us was getting. I said, oh, look at the blessings. Next thing you know, Clipse, first rappers to ever be at the Vatican. Oh, they coming to get the blood. Everybody is getting, and I read y'all the article. Baby, if y'all don't see what's happening, I don't know what to tell you. You just don't want to see it, and I gotta leave behind. And this is my message to those who feel like they gotta save people. Stop saving them. Stop saving them. You gave them, if they can't, I saw The Longest Walk. If they can't keep up, you gotta let them fall by the wayside. Girl, these people aren't found nothing. They found it would have been in it if they found if they would have been ended Millie and they thought Millie was slow. Millie over there putting B to A. That's how I know you're lost. If she was putting belt to ass, she wouldn't have to pay them sanctions. Money is due. If she was putting belt to ass, Caesar wouldn't have got her cut out. If she was putting belt to ass, she would have had to pay for lawyers. She wouldn't be using criminal lawyers for a civil case. That's not about to ask. She has y'all confused, not me. The documents say otherwise. It's really unfortunate. And shout out to Karen Civil. Maybe she needs to go, I don't know, do more spiritual work or get back in that ocean or something. Because what she's been doing hasn't been working. Hasn't been working for a really long time. When Meek Mill put belt to ass to Karen Civil, she didn't know what to do, and then he flourished once he let her go. Hence why people were so happy for that last album and the album after that. Like, are y'all okay? He started getting his money. He started getting his money. There's a reason Rick Ross said what he said. You know, sometimes you got to go back and look at what they're saying, even the haters, and start looking at what's going on. Yeah, I don't agree with everything, but there's some stuff. Karen, baby, very shady. The new girls aren't fucking with her. She hasn't been out and about amongst the elites in a really long time. Where was she at for New York Fashion Week? Nowhere to be found. I find that strange. You don't? That's all I'm saying. The Vatican, the succubus of sin, know the blessings. The blessings. It's blessing season. It's blessing season. I'm not desperate for anything. Milagros desperate. Did y'all put money on her books? Have y'all seen everything that Milagro has talked about in the past 2 years go the other way? I don't know. I'm not a hater of Milagro. I used to be Millie with the mob. I enjoyed it. But we can't lie. We're not gonna lie because it makes you feel good. Because then that would mean I would have to say that JT has a successful solo rap career. If that is a lie. That's what y'all are used to. Y'all are used to content creators lying to you. The same content creators who said Megan Thee Stallion was a flop. The same content creators who said Cardi B was dropped from her label just for Atlantic to call out all the lies. The same content creators who said people aren't tuning in, they're not buying what Cardi B is selling, and then JT comes out and have a honest and transparent moment. So far, you know, I've been on the winning side, and the winning side is the side of the truth. Again, I don't need a celebrity affiliation. I don't need a put me on. I don't need none of that. I am very happy that, and I gave this stance a few months ago when I said, because I clap for the girls even if I don't like them, because at the end of the day they earned their position, they earned their stance. And that's what's lacking. A lot of people don't know how to clap for others, and you can't be a content creator and just be an ultimate hater. Otherwise, they're gonna call you a troll. That's the difference between creatives and troll babies. I could never be a troll, because at the end of the day, I don't care that much. Because my life is lit outside of the internet. People seen it for what it is. I'm not begging for $20. And Megan Thee Stallion is not taking away freedom of speech either. The people who want to take away freedom of speech are in the positions of political power. They're the ones who want to take away political speech. You know, the people who said black women are dumb, you know, those people. I don't know. You know, if you're mad, if you're triggered, that's because maybe that demon is in you. That demon is in you, especially during the witching hours. You might want to be careful. You might want to be careful. You know, my work speaks for itself, solidified. When the girls hear me, they listen. But what do I know? I just work at Walmart. And on that note, I gotta go. Bye, hoes.